tonight we've got massive card, 15 fights. It's an exciting night. 5 professionals. It's not often that we get so much professionals here in New Zealand. We generally just get a couple of fights, you know.
We're starting off with some amateur fights tonight.
Some corporate fights.
Some what? Corporate fights. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So
these are bragging right fights.
The bragging right fights. Generally, boxers who want to do like what they call bucket list fights.
Always takes a lot of guts for these non-fighters to get in and do this in front of a crowd, in front of friends and family. You got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I like female fighters. They're generally they've got more mongrel in them sometimes than male fighters.
Well, you've got Katie Taylor in the UK. She is a huge star. I can see it. I think she even might have headlined one of her last fights. She was the headline fight. She's a massive star.
Yeah, exactly. She was on the Joseph Parker undercard against
Dillian White. Yeah,
Dillian White.
Yep. Yeah, I think she will. I think here's a bold prediction. I think Katie Taylor will one day even go on to headline pay-per-view fights in England, which I think will be great for the sport and great for women's boxing.
And you know, we've got in New Zealand, we've got Giovanna Perez, who's this absolute puncher. She spars with men and gives them concussions.
Now, Benji, in corporate fights, I just tend to pick purely of how they look. Based on how they look, who do you think's going to win?
Actually, it looks like Red has kind of got a little bit more muscle in her arms.
Well, I think that we're talking about the one in the red corner. Is a little bit red. I'm going to go purely on the fact that I think she's got slightly red hair. And you know, if you make a redhead angry.
Yeah, and like the matching as well, the red hair and the matching with the corner.
If you make a redhead angry, well, run.
Yeah, it just brings fire out from the fists.
Yes. Let's see if the fire in her hair can translate into the fire in her fists.
So we've got the Darcy Williams as referee here. Let's see how they do in this first corporate bout.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, both girls loading up straight from the start.
And the red corner, her name is Erin Walsh. She's actually got some skill behind her. And she hit it with like a nice couple of straights.
Yeah, nice straight punches, which is what you want to see from these amateur boxers. So often the temptation is for the amateurs is to start throwing big roundhouses, but she's working a nice right hand off her jab.
Yeah, and it's nice to see some skill in like these corporate boxers because sometimes
went to the body there as well with a nice right hand.
Sometimes they don't have a lot of training leading up to these fights.
Boy, that jab is really snapping the head back of Samantha Turner.
Oh, I can feel it from here. And
I think they can probably feel that down in Stewart Island.
Samantha Turner, she needs to do something here because all she's doing, she's not throwing back.
No, she's got a high guard. She was coming forward, but even now she's starting to step off a bit, but she's got to start throwing some punches.
And I can see that her guard, it's leaving her front open, so it's easily broken.
Yes, it is, particularly when you've got such a nice snapping jab as Erin has.
Yeah, and it's like, it's this. If this keeps on going on, this is not going to last long.
Clearly, what I like so far in the very early going with Erin is with corporate fighters as well. You just want to teach them to do one or two things well.
The basics.
The basics and do them well. And clearly what her coach has told her to do is throw that jab and then throw a right hand straight off that jab. And she's just rinse and repeat. And poor old Samantha Turner, she ate a lot of leather in that opening round, Benji.
Yeah, well, Erin's doing it very well in this first round, and I've got a nice gift for you. This very nice gift. We've got the ring girls.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for that, Benji. And look at that handsome ref for you as well. But here's the thing. I think Samantha Turner, unfortunately, she blocked a lot of punches there with her face, and that's not what you want to be doing in a boxing match.
So if you were in her corner, what would you say to her? Do a little bit more, stop hiding.
Just a little bit more aggressive. She's and I know it's hard because, as I say, this is corporate boxing, and this is strange to her. But she's just got to take a few more chances and just open up and throw a few more punches, even if that means taking a few in return. And that's probably the thing she's struggling with right now.
I noticed that in Samantha Turner's corner is Junior Putty, as you all know, as the professional boxer. And coming back out, Erin.
Oh, nice right hand from Erin Walsh.
Well, it's just back to where she was before.
It's just target practice, unfortunately, at this point.
It's almost like sparring for her.
It is.
And when it's your fight, it becomes like a sparring fight for yourself. Then you can tell that there's going to be a clear winner here.
Well, she looks nice and composed, but she's got the comfort of knowing that she can throw punches and nothing's coming back.
That's the confidence.
It is. I mean, imagine if you're in the ring with someone else and you know you're not going to get anything come back. Well, you can just pretty much tee off.
I've noticed though, she's not always connecting though. She's like throwing against the guard, but there you go.
Yeah, that's what we need to see. A little bit of sneaky counter punching from Samantha Turner.
Yeah, exactly. And counter punching. Well, do you think she's learned that, or is this just one of those lucky hits?
Well, considering that she hasn't backed it up with any more, you just wonder whether that was just a bit lucky.
Oh, she's doing a lot better now in this round.
Erin Walsh, I think, just from the naked eye, she's got a reach advantage as well, and she's really using that well to her advantage.
Let's see here. I think Erin is actually 5'3", and Samantha is 5'10". I don't think that's correct actually, because
that is that is woefully wrong.
Maybe it's the other way around. It seems to be it seems that it looks a bit wrong.
Well, the last time we were at a boxing event together, Benji, in the middle of the ring, in between rounds, was a kind of a gyrating
purple
Teletubby type creature. So I certainly think the ring girl tonight is a big improvement from the gyrating purple fairy Teletubby thing.
How do you feel? Are you feeling okay after that experience? I was a little bit surprised myself.
Well, I was commentating that night with Julius Long, and I must say both of us had slightly burnt corneas after that. Our eyeballs were a little bit stinging, but we got through it.
Did you have to have some sort of like?
I definitely had some counselling in the following weeks following that event.
Oh, and right back into it, Erin is.
Wow. And now she's actually putting a third punch together. Jab, right hand, and then either another right or a left straight after it.
It's nice to have actually some combinations coming through.
Wow, boy. This is actually some skill for are you sure this is a corporate fight?
Yeah, it is a corporate fight.
This is some skill for a corporate fighter.
But I guess I wonder how many fights she's actually had. Is this her first time, or is this her fifth time?
Right hand breaks the guard of Samantha Turner. I think, poor old Samantha, I think she just wants to get to the end of the bell in this fight and just... going the distance will be a moral victory for her. Yeah,
exactly, and I guess that's what she's here to do is that moral victory. She's
probably wondering who talked her into this.
Well, I wonder if it's Junior Putty.
Certainly not her best friend.
And certainly not her mother either.
No. Oh! Wicked right hand. That stops Samantha Turner in her tracks.
And the whole crowd you can just hear them going, oh.
It is. You can certainly feel those punches.
See, I'm telling you, these women fights, that they live up to what they are. They're sometimes better than male fights. And I can see that Samantha is actually backing herself in the corner. She doesn't want to come out at all.
No, as I say, I think she's in full survival mode at this point. She just wants to get to the end of the round, and good effort, but that's a clear points win. If we've got the corners right, and Erin Walsh is in the red corner, that's a clear win for her. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's like the home ground advantage for Erin as well, because she comes from Peach Boxing Gym. Gotta love the Michael Jackson though. Yeah, definitely. If you're in a corporate fight, a woman in a corporate fight, you wouldn't want to be facing Erin Walsh, because she's just a little bit too handy for a corporate arena, I think. Well, here we go. We've got the lights out. It was such a great fight that maybe James Lights Out Tony's here. No, he'll be up at Burger King. And look, we've got tonight's MC. He has just arrived. Looks like he's rocked in from some pub, or could have even walked in straight in from the disco. Oh, and we've got no microphone, so let's see.